Great to be here.
Thank you. Thanks very, very, very much. You want to tell us a little bit, just I think people know, but tell us a little bit first about the SBA, what its
Sure.
purpose is.
Well, the SBA is a federal agency working closely with small businesses. We have three primary purposes: making sure that we help small businesses access capital. We work hard on counseling those technical assistance programs, as well as dealing with federal contracting. And unfortunately, at times there are disasters, and we also help out with disaster relief. But primarily, we're really working hard to make sure businesses get the access to capital and the counseling that they need.
Well, that's important, having access to capital. And how long have you been with the SBA?
I started on July 10th, the same day I
Wow.
stepped down from the Maine legislature, and I hail from Maine, and it's great to be working in the entire region, all of New England.
I don't hear the Maine accent.
Well, I try to spread it around all around New England, whatever state I'm in.
So this is your first job with the SBA?
It is, it is.
No. So why would you leave the legislature for the SBA?
Sure. Well, I have a small business background. My brother and I started pushing lawnmowers as kids. The only different thing is in our teens we ended up buying out another company and grew overnight, and it was a pretty amazing experience. I've been involved in some other startups, and as a result of this opportunity, it was something that I weighed heavily, and it was bittersweet to leave the legislature. I was also a practicing attorney, but it was great to work at a higher level throughout New England.
And I assume that you take it and you've done your homework. Let's say 2, 3. Do you have a specific period of time that you're appointed for the job?
Sure. Well, it's a presidential appointment, so it runs at the same time with the president. So at the end of his term, the position would then most likely potentially be available to someone else.
So you have about 2.5 years left?
Correct.
So let me tell you, let me ask, let's start with the end goal in mind. I do that a lot in business. Let's say it's 2.5 years from now and you're leaving.
Sure.
What would make you feel like you've really accomplished a lot?
Well, on day one, I realized that the staff at the SBA throughout New England is just unbelievable in terms of experience. And
Well, you work with Bob Baker, right?
Bob Nelson,
Bob
here,
Nelson,
here
sorry.
in Massachusetts.
Bob Baker's for the Restaurant Association. Sorry.
Each state has its own district office. And one of the things I'm trying to do really well is making sure that we're coordinating with our partners out in the community as well as small businesses to get the services that they need. We have great programs, and it's often about accessing those programs, people like you helping spread the word through our businesses, because businesses, they want to do what they do every day. They want to employ people, they want to sell their products, and they want to grow.
They just want to work.